Let's go! Woo! Yeah! That joint hard. Y'all already know it. Welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast, episode 18. And I am your host, the one, the only, in the building, NEDO 7. Thank you. Hold your applause. Keep it going. Listen. All right, we good. Listen, welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast, episode 18. Listen, I hope your week was amazing. I know mine was. I got a whole lot to cover with y'all this episode. It's just been so titillating. Like, it's just been a good vibe. A lot of good weekend. A lot of work though. I've been working mad hard. So, again, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So first off, I got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Cause I may have ruffled a few feathers last episode. I promise you, okay. One of the things that we were talking about was the law and kind of the things that were going on in Texas. I will say this. It was not meant, what Sean said was a little different, but where he was coming from was from a male perspective. Strictly from a male perspective. I know that we could be idiots. I'll take that. But I will say this. Where we are in the world, social media, everything that's centered around feelings, I think we're a little bit soft. We just a little bit soft. I mean, me growing up, and y'all know too, if y'all watch BMF, shouts out to 50. If y'all watch Raising Kanan, shouts out to 50 again on that one. Y'all have seen how the mom, the character that plays Kanan's mom, she told him, look, no, you ain't gonna come in this house and get your tail whooped and they gonna take your money. That ain't how we roll. You gonna get out there. You take this, I think he had a sock or something. You gonna take this sock and you gonna beat that tail. Now, I'm not telling y'all to teach your kids to go out and beat nobody else's kid, because you beat my kid, I might come and beat yours. But what I'm saying is this. We grew up in a time, and I'm not super old, but we grew up in a time where you really had to retaliate and survive and really do the things that you needed to do to win in the world. And I think that's why a lot of even the modern day millionaire and billionaires are like just tough, because we had to all take it. We literally got it out the mud. Like, I don't know if for my white listeners, getting it out the mud means you grinded. You worked hard. Yeah, that's it. You worked hard to get whatever it is that you want. So therefore, you got it out the mud, like digging the shovel, like putting the shovel in the dirt and just getting it out the mud. Okay, so you get it. So I think when you listen to this pod, of course, we do want to educate, we do want to uplift, we want to empower. But I told y'all from the jump, from episode 1, this is a responsible podcast with a lot of irresponsible moments. That's just what this is. Like, it's a reflection of my personality and how I like to shed light on certain subject matters. So please. Did I explain that? I think I explained that decent enough. It's deep. All right, we good. All right. So, I got Xzaye coming on today too. Y'all gonna. If you haven't heard the project, The project is called Fire Sign. It's fire. And listen, he didn't even pay me to interview him either. I might need to say something about that. Like, what we gonna do? Like, anyway. But he's coming up later on in this segment. But I do want to cover this thing. Let's talk about evolution and forecasting. I think a lot of that clip passed around a lot last week. That was great. Thank y'all for supporting it. I need that. But to expound, right? Before I call Xzaye, I want to kind of dig a little bit deeper into what we were talking about last week. So a lot of last week's episode, I was talking about my relationship with Reggie, the real estate guru. You already know who he is. R Miller Live on Instagram. If you didn't already know, go check him out. But I was talking about that relationship and the need for artists to find people that can push your dream without a selfish motive being attached to it, right? And I was just saying, yo, yeah, I need to get this, whoop whoop, and people were just like, yo, that was a great clip. Like, I appreciate it. Can you expound? All right, this is me expounding. I like to go back. Y'all know I love my stories. I think you love my stories too. Yes. See, if you don't, just listen. But I remember when I stayed in North Carolina. I'm not gonna go all the way back to middle school. I think y'all heard that enough. But when I stayed in North Carolina, it was a certain point in time where I had already graduated from high school. I was in college. I was about to graduate from college, and I had a studio. The studio was in the back of my grandmother's house. It used to be an old pottery shed. Like, she used to do pottery and sell clay, like little clay figures to people for decorations in their houses. My family was hustlers. Like, just let y'all know. Like, I ain't just start being this business owner / serial entrepreneur from outer space. Like, I had a little bit of family background in that stuff. But anyway, I remember having a studio in the back of my grandmother's house, and I was always forecasting, putting those big dreams out. And I'm a person, I believe in telling a lot of people what it is I'm about to do. Not everything, not all the details, but certain things I don't mind telling you because I know you're not going to go do it. I got the hustle in me that will do 4 jobs before I do the one thing that I said I was going to do that's going to be big 10 years from now. I'm just wired like that, just to keep going. So I remember being at my grandmother's house. I had a group back then. It was the Internationals. We were fire. I was working at Enterprise. Yo, I used to rent cars. I don't work there no more, so I can talk about it. But I used to rent cars to all my dope dealer friends that would come to the studio. So if you bought studio time from me, you would come to the studio, get some time, be like, hey, yo, NEDO, I need to come through like 11:30 tomorrow to the spot to cop a car because I'm going to go out of town. I didn't ask what they were going to do. I'm just saying. But anyway, they'll come rent a car, and I was just building business. You come to the studio, you build this business, we build a relationship over here, we build this relationship over here, whatever, the whoop-de-whoop. But I remember I think it was after the first Eminem record that I had produced on the Recovery album, phones start ringing. People started just kind of, it was going through the grapevine. There was a dude that was dope in North Carolina. That was around time that what's my boy Mustard, DJ Mustard, YG, Ty Dolla $ign, Rhapsody, Farnsworth Bentley, all of these people were coming to my grandmother's house in North Carolina. Shouts out to Show Smooth. That was one of the radio people. I know how to build certain relationships. So, long story short, I was always like, yo, one day I'm going to get me a spot probably in Georgia. I didn't say Georgia. I think probably in Atlanta. Because I like New York, but I don't really want to stay there. I like LA, but I don't really want to stay there either. Atlanta would be fire. This is like, I'm thinking this is like, what, Tooted and Booted. Let me see. I can't really remember when it came out. Tooted and Booted. I think this was like. Let me see. I'm trying to find this for y'all. All right, so that was 2010. All right, so let's say that was 09 because 2010 was when it came out on there. So anyway, 2010, 09, everybody was coming to the house, coming to my grandmother's house. I was doing a session. I remember me and Rock Dean was in the studio with YG and Mustard, and they were like, yo, let's fix some beats, this, and that. Let's just go back and forth and just politic and build relationships. So, fast forward, the hustle keeps going. I venture off into doing more real estate, doing more entrepreneurial activities because I like to get paid. I'm just saying. I love to produce, but I like to get paid too. So I'm looking up, and voila, now everybody knows who Ty Dolla $ign is. Everybody knows who Mustard is. Everybody knows who YG is. What I'm bringing to light is this. When you know how to forecast, you know how to kind of foresee the future, right? It's always going to seem a little bit smaller than what you imagine. And I remember my pastor, he was saying something about how you got to learn your seasons. I think that's important. It's really important that you learn what season you're in so you know how to maneuver in whatever space you're in, whether that's emotionally, creatively, business-wise. You got to read the room. The fortunate thing is everybody has their own seasons. Everybody has their own rooms. I remember he was also saying, I don't know if that was pastor or not, but he was saying that, some people love the season of manifestation. But for people that are farmers, they understand that the season of manifestation and picking the crops that's grown, that's work. Like, it was cute putting the little seeds down. It was cute. But when that joint started growing up out the ground, then you see these weeds over here. The weeds try to overtake your vegetables. And then you got this over here. You got your little animals just wanting to bite a little bit. You got to actually be hands-on through the whole process of manifestation or growing crops. It's your job to be in charge of whatever season you're in. But I will say this. Don't get into a pity party because you look at your homeboy. In my case, I look at Mustard, or I look at Hit Boy, or anybody that's kind of came up in that circle, in that age group, and I see them do certain things, but that's their space. That's what they forecast. That's what they work hard for. Me, I got an idea, and I'll tell y'all, the institute, the Visual Performing Arts Institute, that will be coming soon. I don't know how soon, but that's where we're going towards. Thank you. That's where we're coming. But I think it's important that you just get your blinders on. Don't look at what everybody else is doing in your space, in your arena. Of course, pay attention, because you don't want to be doing something that was hot in 1980 in 2022. It makes no sense. I say 22 because we like this close, right? We right there at it. But you do want to incorporate some newer marketing strategies. You want to learn some new skills. You want to make sure that you're at the top of your game when it comes to what it is you're offering to a customer or a listener. Also, how are you in your environment? I will say that. I know for I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. For the past, probably for the past 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I've just been in a space of no nonsense, no communication if you're just not in my circle. If you ain't in my group and helping us build whatever it is we're building right now, I hadn't had time for it. I don't know if y'all paid attention, but I haven't been doing too many lives. I haven't been doing too many just free workshops on Instagram or Facebook because I've just been focused on building this conglomerate of a business. Like 2022, we about to be going crazy. Stupid. It's about to be stupid. And the only reason I say that is this. I pay attention to how much stuff us podcasters are missing. How many different avenues of income the bigger brands are missing. It's so many different ways to get to a bag. And I think a lot of the bigger companies are just ignoring the smaller bags because it don't excite them. But for the creatives, y'all, who I talk to every week, for y'all, I think if y'all are aware of how many different bags are just starting to drop in the laps. I need to get my Rick Ross voice on. They're starting to drop in the laps of of the creators, from Instagram Reels, from getting paid off of IGTV, getting paid off of YouTube, getting paid off of Facebook, merchandising. It's so many different things that you can start to now see a actual check from. All you got to do is put in the work. And I think what me and my team are going to start offering in 2022 is going to be so helpful for everybody. So I'll say this, and I'm going to wrap it up so we can call Xzaye. Y'all ready for Xzaye, right? Yeah, he's dope. But going back to the environment, notice every morning how you wake up, all right? If you are one of those people that always say, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I'm talking to you right now. Focus on certain I don't want to say proclamations, but just look up, write this down. Look up Les Brown, if you haven't already, on YouTube. I'll let you write that down, Les Brown. The LES Brown. Look him up. Dope motivational speaker, will help you navigate through so many different emotions. Also look up Tony Robbins. All right? Tony Robbins, he got a real deep voice. Also look up Grant Cardone. Now, I'm going to tell you before you look up Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone will he will cuss you out, but make you feel good about being cussed out. Just like Gary V. Look up Gary V if you haven't already. Am I missing anybody? And if you're in the church world, look up Dave Ramsey. I think there are a bunch of testimonials where he's helped so many different people accomplish their version of what financial success looks like. Right? Now, if you're one of the people that's kind of like me, that uses debt to buy this and create income over here, use debt to do this, Dave ain't the person for you. You won't listen to Grant. But I say that to say this. If you put your focus on the positive things day by day, eventually it's going to become a positive habit, right? The wrong side of the bed won't exist. It's up to you to really put yourself in that environment of healthy thinking. It's up to you to block out all of the BS that you might, especially if you're in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta and you drive on 285 in the morning, you're going to be wanting to cuss somebody out. I already know how I feel because I'm there every morning. But just focus on you. Focus on getting in a healthy space. Mentally, physically, financially, all of the above. You really need that. I promise you. When you do that, you're going to be straight. You're going to be lovely. So that's my spiel. I hope. Listen, and before we call Xzaye, I want to say this. Don't be silent on if you want me to cover certain subjects. I know a lot of people that would love to help y'all. And oh yeah, we got a lawyer coming on too. She gonna talk some that gang. Not this episode though. Not this episode, but she will be coming. She's a music lawyer, very dope. Lynthia's hooked me up to her, turned me on to her. So yeah, she's dope. She's dope. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and call Xzaye, our Xzaye.
NEDO.
What's up, bro?
Xzaye, what up, boy?
What's good with you?
Hey, hold on. Say what's up to the Mad Lucrative listeners. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
I said say what's up to the Mad Lucrative listeners.
Mad Lucrative, what's poppin'?
Hey! Right,
I'm in the building.
Look, I got a lot to talk to you about, bro. So
we got
first
a lot to talk
about. Okay, hold on. Cause I gotta let me rewind how I met you originally, right?
For sure.
And we ain't gonna throw no dirt tonight. We not doing that, y'all. We not gonna do that.
Nah, we gonna keep it Christian.
Yeah, we gonna do that. You do got a toxic song too that I gotta talk about though. But I'm just saying anyway. Anyway, so Bone brings Xzaye over, you know, as a lot of people bring their artists over and they say, yo, NEDO, you know, let me know what you think. You think you could come up with a smash? Y'all already know I feel like I'm the Neo of this everything, bruh. Like I build buildings and make beats. Like I am me. I am him.
Facts.
I am. So
Facts.
anyway,
you are him.
So Bone says, yeah, you know, meet Xzaye, this and that. So of course, I'm looking like, who is this young little nigga? You know, he look cool. He got a look to him. Yeah, little pretty boy. It is what it is. Light skinned nigga. So. I think you let me hear the record that you did with the dude from overseas. It was one of them. It was one of the songs. He let me hear it.
Man, I played so many records. Every time I get in the room, you let me plug up. I'm playing, so you tell me to take it off.
So he plays some records. I'm trying not to give him the nod. Y'all know how we do. Y'all industry niggas be extra, and I'm one of them sometimes. Right. Sometimes I'm one of them. But I'm listening. I'm just like, nah, he can't be that good. Play something else, bro. Play something else. So he play another record. And he ain't getting too hyped. He just know he's confident in what he's bringing to the table.
No,
so
that's
I'm
right.
like, okay. It's like, he all right, you know. Then wifey comes
that's funny you peeped that.
So wifey come downstairs. So she just starts smiling. I'm like, hell no, man. Hell no. What you smiling at, man? She give me the nod. She give me the nod like, yeah, he dope. I like, yeah,
hey,
my
that's
boy
funny.
dope.
That's funny.
So after that, and I'm gonna let you talk. I promise I'm gonna let you talk. But
I'm listening. I'm enjoying this.
After that, I play a beat. I think I played the Smokers Anonymous record. Well, we went through some beats, and y'all extra producers, and I'm not gonna say y'all names, cause y'all know y'all feel like since y'all got a Grammy, y'all got some plaques, that every new artist, every beat that you play for a new artist is hot, and it's for them. No, it's not. It's not.
Right.
That's not how that works.
Right.
So I'm playing beats, and y'all know I feel like my beats are step kids. So I just be like,
Facts.
if you like them, you don't, whatever. It's cool, whatever. So
Right.
I'm playing beats. He like, yeah, pull that one. So I'm like, for real? So I play another. He like, yeah, pull that one right there. So he's picking beats that I made for like Jill Scott and like, like I'm like, what are you gonna do with this? Because I just heard some heavily youngin music.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, I don't know how he gonna do this. Then this mug, I threw that Smokers Anonymous beat on. Oh my God.
Man, that was a magical session. I'll never forget that session.
And your brother broke my shelf too, by the way.
He did break the shelf.
Yo.
You was mad too. You was trying to be cool about it.
I was trying to be mad too.
If my song if I would have been trash or would have came in there and wasted your time, that would have been the last time I heard from you.
Yo, I ain't even look, I'm gonna tell y'all, cause y'all know, I told y'all know I like money. But I was like, yo, but it's so dope. I don't even care about these shells right now, bro.
No, that's too funny. That's funny because I could see it on your face, and I knew it. I was like, dang, nah, you messing up. I ain't want to cut, but I was like, you messing up. As soon as we got out there, like, what? Get your fucking up my shit.
But nevertheless, again, y'all, that was how I was introduced to Xzaye, and you introduce yourself. How would you like to be introduced?
Man, I'm just me. I'm Xzaye. I'm just me. I'm an artist based out of Atlanta. I just dropped an album called Fire Song. My dog Magneto got a couple records on there. Mm-hmm. Flick and Smokers Anonymous. We got a couple other ones we sitting on too.
Yeah.
And I'm just I'm a real artist. I'm a real creative. I take a lot of pride in my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that pretty much sums me up.
Now I got a question. Where does the X come from?
So my name is Xzavian. So some people call me X. Some people, I've always been growing up called X. Okay. Everybody call me X. Even my family, my brothers, my cousins call me X. And then it went from X, and everybody still calls me X too. But when I first started putting music out, I was putting out music as my first name, like my real name. Then in 2019, I just decided that I kind of wanted to start just rebranding, and I wanted to. I didn't want to go with my first name anymore. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to create something different, and I wanted to turn into Xzaye. So here I am. I'm Xzaye. So and the X comes from my first name, my real name.
So when people acknowledge you, do you want them to say Xzaye or just Xzaye?
It's just Xzaye. The X is silent.
Okay. All right. We'll go with it.
He said we'll go with
it. Okay. No, I say that because when I was first starting, who was it? I think it was the Jewels. No, before Jewels. It was a Twister record that I had did.
Uh-huh.
And, I was in college. I ain't really had no name. Like, bruh, I was I was extra in college, bruh. Like, I had lost some weight, right? And you can't be the fat kid going to college, lose weight, get diesel, and stay the same dude. So, bruh.
You're right. You gotta act brand new.
Bruh, I started going by Prince Night Heat, bruh. Like
Prince Night Heat. That sounds like a motorcycle gang type shit.
Bro, yeah. Oh, look, it was gang now.
It sounds like some gang shit. That's wild.
But I was out here, you know what I mean, handling my business, whatever. so
Prince Night Heat.
Bruh, random.
Man.
So when I think Twister was at Sony then, and that record never came out, but they were like, yo, what's the producer credits?
Man, you've been in the game for a long time. Just not even just thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying, the conversations that we've had.
Yeah.
Like you've been in the game for a long time, and you've seen it all. You've seen the game change,
Bruh.
the industry change. But I'm gonna let you finish your story.
But,
I want to come back to that though.
but bro, so Sony called, was like, "Yo, what's the producer credits?" And my homeboy Knowledge used to come to the studio. He used to be like, "Yo, you like Xzaye from X-Men? No, you like Magneto." So I was just like,
oh,
I was like, bro, that sounds weird as hell. Like,
right.
I'm not that. Like, nah. He's like, no, bro. Like, you Magneto, and then it's the number of completion 7. Your birthday is on the 7th. So I was like,
oh wow,
bro. I was like, all right, whatever. So I told Sony my name was Magneto 7.
Magneto 7.
Bruh.
You did Magneto 7 since.
And what's this, 13, 14 years now? I'm still the same name.
Thank God. That's crazy. That's a crazy way to get your name come up with it. Just like that, huh?
Bruh. But the funny thing is, I thought it would be lame. And then, of course, in Carolina, we had Ninth Wonder. So
right.
It was kind of like the cartoon character, the Justice League, the X-Men, all of that stuff.
Right.
You know, inspired everything. So,
right.
But yeah,
shit,
bro.
That name got a Grammy attached to it.
Bro, I can't change it now.
I can't change it now, right?
So how long, back to the project, how long were you working on this album? Because, I mean...
Go ahead.
When I listened to it, okay, and I'm going to let you know about me, too. Because I don't think... I didn't tell you this when you were... like, Zay would text me, like, 12 at night. Bruh, have you listened to the song? I'm like, nah, I ain't listened to it yet. I'm going to listen to it. But the way I am as a producer...
You want to sit down and take your time.
I want to sit down and take my time, but I want to hear it in sequence. And I want to hear all the transitions, like on some real Puffy type shit. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when you told me that, I was like, I can't, like, honestly, because you were so dope, I could not listen to the album in sequence. I listened to my joint and I skimmed through it, and I was like, all right, I'm listening to it when it come out. That's how I am.
Okay. Oh, when I sent you the okay.
When you sent me the link.
The sound. Yeah, got you. Got you.
So when you sent me this joint, bro, no, you didn't even send it to me. I found out he put it out because he tagged me on Instagram. It's cool. But he tagged me on Instagram, so I was like, again, let me see what this youngin' undid. Let me see. But bro, that is a work of art, bro. Like, it's a body of work for real.
Because, man, that to hear that from you means a lot, and I appreciate that for real, from the bottom of my heart.
Bruh, when I tell you, even because I listened to it in traffic, right?
Yeah.
The perfect test.
Right. You can get to the traffic test. You know it's something good.
Bruh. First, I heard the conversation. I was like, is that what did he record that in the studio that night?
I sure did.
But then...
No, it was a different night. It was a different night than that night. Okay. Yeah, but it was a I'm going to let you talk, but no, there's something to my skits.
Bruh, when you said, what do you want, Zay? That was Bone on the beginning of the album, by the way, Bone Crusher. But yeah, he said that, what do you want, Zay? He said, I want it all, my nigga. I'm like, I said, okay, he can't be doing this. Like, no, he can't. Then you can't, like, all the records are hard, right? But when I listen to the joints that I did not do, and I'm like, yo, this kid got an ear. You got an ear, bro. So
thank you.
Before you expound, where do you get your influences from to pick the type of records that you pick?
That's a good question. I think I'm influenced by a little bit of everything. You know, I'm influenced by everything that I hear. And I think one thing that's really good with me is I remember things. Like, I have a very, very, very great memory, you know? So when I hear songs or melodies, they're almost stuck on my head forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of the times when I hear a certain beat or a certain song or melody in a song, it's like it almost instantly comes to me. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my music influences, I mean, I'm influenced by, you know, the heavy hitters, the Drakes, the Futures, all those people. I talked about it a little bit, but I've in making this project, I started to listen to a lot of like Rick James and Curtis Mayfield, and I was listening to Minnie Riperton. Obviously, my covers over hers, and like just her style, and a lot of Erykah Badu, and just different, just taking it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, soaking in some of that game, soaking in some of those sounds that, you know, might not be as popular now, and just really kind of bringing that back and putting my own twist to it. That's really what I wanted to do with this project.
But bruh, when I tell you it worked, bruh, that joint,
it ain't worked yet. It ain't worked yet.
It's working.
You don't see.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's working. All right. And I think I told you we had this conversation when you came over here, but I haven't had the conversation on the pod, so we'll talk. So I remember coming back and forth to Atlanta, and I was going to Earwax. We were selling CDs out of Earwax, and we were selling CDs on the West End at the little record shop in the West End Mall. And I remember.
So you showing your ways again.
But anyway, bro, whatever. Anyway, we would come down here, sell CDs on consignment, and Desiree Williams, she was like the record store like manager or whatever back then. And I remember Shorty Low came through. Right? And I'm from North Carolina, so I remember Shorty Low came through.
He wasn't as a big a deal to you that seeing him.
He wasn't there yet. I think he had just went through his whatever with T.I. And that was like some underground type stuff.
Niggas said on the west side.
Before that.
Before that one, yes. On the street shit. Gotcha.
So he came in and he was trying to pitch the song, and Dez was like, "Nedo, what you think?" So he played that joint, and I hear bam, 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 bam. I said, "Oh my God!"
Hey.
He got on one. And guess what?
You knew it as soon as you heard it.
As soon as I heard it, and guess what? That was his biggest record. Biggest record.
He was out of there.
Same thing happened with me and Fifth. I told you about that story. That wasn't his biggest record, but it was a big record when he did.
Right.
Down on Me. We were all in the studio in Queens.
Right.
We're in the basement. The studio a little bit bigger than my studio. And 50 in there cutting vocals. I'm like, bro, that was 12 bars. You supposed to get them 16.
Right. You told him he was 50 was bullshit.
yeah. So
you lucky he ain't showing your ass.
Bruh. But look, the funny thing.
But he needed that though. He needed that.
But bruh, he
needed
came
somebody
out the booth. That's when I was on my diesel kick. He came out the booth and got my jar of peanuts, started eating them, and walked back in the booth. I like, okay, all right.
He got to do something to let you know he in charge.
Exactly.
Right.
But
that's funny.
When that record played, I can't remember what engineer sent it over for us to record. But when that record played, I was like, yo, this gonna be one of them. And Jeremiah, 50 Cent, Down on Me. I think that joint did like 4 times platinum.
Crazy.
So I say that to say this. When I heard your project, bruh, it's in that vein. Now I don't know how the timeline is gonna be, right?
Facts.
But
it's gonna age well.
But bruh,
if it doesn't happen fast, it's gonna age well, and I'm cool with that. You know what? I'm all about the long game. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about just putting together bodies of work, because I also understand the era that we live in, right? We live in a social media era, and we live in a streaming era,
right?
You know, so if I can continue to just put out great projects and put my all and put in the work, the same type of work into project after project after project.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens now, or if it happens 3 years from now, you know what I'm saying, all that music can be discovered and it can be brand new. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just in, and I had to really get out of that mindset of, oh, it's gotta be it gotta blow up. You know, I know this is a special project. You know what I'm saying? I know it's special, and I feel like it's special because I feel like I elevated in who I am as a person, and it represents in my music.
Okay.
But I'm not on a timeline as far as it gotta blow up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like because I felt like that before around a couple other songs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you think like that, it blocks you from being open and being open to create. You know what I'm saying? I just want to create the best stuff I can create. That's really what I'm about at the end of the day, because like I didn't get into music to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's not why I ever started to make music. I never started to make music to be famous or to blow up or anything. You know what I'm saying? I really always made music as an outlet. Like I told you, I was a football player. You know what I'm saying? That was my life.
Yeah, he mad tall. That was supposed to. He mad tall.
Yeah, that was what was supposed to be it for me. You know what I'm saying? So when that didn't work out, and even during that time, you know, music was just what I did to vent. You know, so to be at the level that I'm at now, to have people like you say that about my music and my bodies of work and my art, that means the world to me.
Bruh, but see, the thing is, okay, and I talked about this on the pod before too. Everybody can tell when it's like the thirsty car salesman vibe.
Yeah,
going on with artists, like when they're trying to get a record out and they doing some silly shit, like, you know, trying to create some type of controversy that don't exist, trying to just do everything to be seen online.
Yeah.
We see that. Everybody sees it. So I think the fact that you're just tastefully putting out your music, putting out visuals, you're not trying, it don't look like you're trying hard to do it. So I think,
you know what?
What's up?
One of the things that because I battle with that with social media, you know, and the pressure of feeling like I have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like as long as I stay consistent in creating, whether it's videos, content, whatever it is, then my music and who I am is going to separate me from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because when you listen to my music, it's special because it's me. That's me. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, every situation, like there's certain artists I listen to, like every big artist that you listen to that's had longevity, when you listen to their music, like, you can tell that they're leaving themselves in it. You know what I'm saying? So there's pieces of me that I leave into the music, and I feel like and I feel like I'm a different, unique person, and I feel like that's what can capture people, and that's what's going to capture people, even as I begin to like be more open on social media and stuff like that. So I'm not in no type of rush. Like, people get in this race, you know what I'm saying? And we live in a time now where you don't, you know what I'm saying? Just continue to build, and if you got it, it's going to show.
Well, I think even in that, the fact that we're in the NFT age,
right?
You doing what you're doing now, and then you're creating value and some type of a brand outside of having 1,000 dope boys put up.
Right.
Like, I always know what it is when somebody be like, yeah, boy, we got backing. I'm like, okay, all right.
Right.
So what you're saying is you want me to produce the record, and then you're gonna go put let's say 100,000 behind 1 million views, and you're gonna buy this many followers. Like, I know exactly what it is. I know the play.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're not doing that and you're genuinely trying to create value, like, bruh, I'm gonna say, and I hate to do that, but I'm gonna say in a good year and a half, 2 years, bruh, you gonna see something. Like, like for real. Because,
man,
well, go ahead.
I got some shit in the tank. I'm gonna see something sooner than that.
Well, the thing is, when I say see something, I'm looking at you being able to do like Coachella
Oh man,
and those type of situations, not
sheesh,
just
wow,
yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
wow, wow.
The reason
I don't even
being,
know how to respond to that.
well, I'm gonna tell you, the reason for that is, and I'm not gonna put the names out there because I know people they're gonna shoot me in my foot if I put the names out there. But I know that the listener is getting tired of somebody that might
The same stuff.
resemble, right. They getting
Yeah,
tired of
I
that.
think I'm coming into my own at the perfect time. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely do, and I think that also is just a testament to my journey and just sticking with it.
Yeah.
So I'm 10 toes in. I'm 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Like I even paint my toenails black just to symbolize like to the death. To the death. You know what I'm saying? I'm 10 toes down. So
What the thing, even in that, oh my I just y'all see I'm excited. I'm sorry to cut y'all, bro. I'm sorry to cut y'all. But
no, I'm loving it.
but I sent the record, which one was it? I think it was the
Flick.
Flick. Yeah, I
Flick
think
it.
it was the Flick
Flick is
record.
did you heard the intro to Flick, huh?
Yeah, that joint, yeah, it's spicy. We gon' get into that too. We gon' get into that too.
Nah, let's not get into that one.
But I sent it to my manager that got me like pretty much every placement that I've ever had. So I can't say he's an older white guy, but he's a middle-aged white guy. I'll say that. Stays in Yonkers. And I sent him
No, he down the street.
Yeah, but he extra with it though, bro. Like when I tell you he's a super critic, he be like, yeah.
But you know I'm in New York. You said in Yonkers.
Oh, you up there now?
Yeah, I live in New York.
Oh, I thought you was back down here.
No, I'm in New York with it. I'm a New York ball.
Yeah, I gotta link y'all up then while you up there.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
But I sent him the record, and he was just like, yeah, I think he alright. I said, alright. I said, bruh, listen to this one though. I sent him to Smokers Anonymous. What what is this? I said, exactly.
And you know what too? That's why people ask me like, why don't you drop singles? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you just push out a bunch of singles? You're not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got so many. That's my sound is having different sounds and being able to do different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I thought about that when I was like, because at first I was going to drop singles and I was going to do like a little, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're not going to receive it the same way unless it's an album form. I want more artists to start doing that, and I think a lot of artists are going to start doing that. But it's so hard, and that really just messes with that's pro label, right? Because the labels, they're gonna see you put out a hot single and it goes crazy, and then they're gonna sign you. Like, you might not have no leverage, they're gonna sign you for whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as the record it ain't hot no more, they're gonna put you around the show, you know. Yeah. And then a lot of times too, these artists don't have no type of music or good music behind that single that blow up. So it blows up real fast, and now everybody's looking for, you got all the eyes on you now, and you can't deliver nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I wanted to drop albums and drop projects and take people places. Like, I want them to take people to my world. Like, I want them to, you know what I'm saying? So that when they do tap in with whatever, you know, catches people's attention first, that, you know, they got a whole world to explore, you know?
That's fire. So, okay, I do want to do a breakdown, and
let's do it.
I ain't got too much time. I ain't got too much time. Okay. What inspired?
I'm chilling.
What inspired the 8 O'Clock in Brooklyn record?
Man, that's a good question, because that's one of my favorite records.
Mine too.
You know, I had just kind of really got out here, and I had just started kind of working with I was going through the situation with Bond, and I had just came out here and started linking with, found a studio out here and some producers and some people that, you know, I was comfortable with. And I was just in a new environment, and there's two parts of that record. So the first part, it was literally 8 o'clock in Brooklyn. We was in the basement, and I was just feeling myself when I was just vibing, and I heard that beat, and it was like such a different sound, right? Because that's kind of like a New York rap sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I first heard that beat, and it was funny because the producer, his name is Moosey, he's also my engineer as well, one of my engineers, and he was like, I've had this beat for a minute. Nobody can seem to do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? He's just playing me a bunch of beats. And it was like, as soon as I heard it, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is for a lot of records that I do. A lot of records that end up on projects. Mm-hmm. Like, as soon as I hear the beat, like, I know it, like, the words just come to me. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Like, the words just come to me. And that was one of them records, you know. And then the beat breakdown, like, I wanted it, like, it felt dope, and I wanted it just to switch up, you know, and I wanted to just really rap. And that's another thing about my sound is I can do both, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to really show that, and it was a dope record. It came out dope. Proud of it.
Yeah. That joint's fire. Okay. Next record. And look, we're not gonna talk about. I want to talk about Flick last, cause I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't be out here in these streets. I am married. I am married, right? But when I post certain things on my story.
Oh man, I forgot. I didn't even think about that.
Yo,
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about. Oh, dang, that's your, like, people gonna be listening to that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Toxic record next, and then we're gonna go to the Flick last. How about that?
Right.
So where did the Toxic record come from?
Toxicality. I felt like I was coming into a place in my life where, you know, I needed to cut off some certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they were, while they lasted, it was just time to cut it off, and, you know, continue to evolve in myself, and you know, and get serious with a relationship. So that's kind of like that conversation, you know.
But what's your sign? What's your?
I'm a Leo. I'm on fire sign. You see the cover? You see the line? Okay. That's a real line, by the way. Anybody wants to know, that's a real line on that cover.
It ain't Photoshop.
It ain't Photoshop. And I got some footage too to show, and I'm gonna roll out. So this might be dated by the time they see it.
Okay.
But I got some stuff in the tank. Because Minnie Riperton, have you seen Minnie Riperton's?
Yeah, I looked at the influence.
I just wanted to do it the same way.
Okay. Well,
you know,
when I saw that record, I looked at the name of the song before it even started playing, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be my vibe." I'm a Scorpio, so
right.
You know
You like a little toxicality.
A little bit of toxic is just beautiful.
You need a little toxic, right? That's how you know the love is real.
Exactly. But when I heard the record, I was like, yo, the dude can really write. Like, I know a lot of different rappers that's dope, right? We'll say they're dope. But I don't know too many that when you transcribe the lyrics into just paragraph form.
Melodies.
No, just take the melody out. Just paragraph form.
Oh.
And just reading what you said. I'm like, yo, Buddy is fire. Like, you really got some good metaphors. You come from a interesting perspective. I think it's fire.
You know, and that again goes into who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like, you welcome to my world. Like, you in my mind, you get to see things how I see it. You know, and it might not be a perspective you might are familiar with, but the way I'm gonna explain it to you, you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've always said writing was always been my talent. That's really what my talent and my skill is. I learned how to become, I have a good tone, but I learned how to become, an artist on the microphone. I learned how to do that. But writing just is what my gift is for real.
Okay. Last but not least, the Flick record. I don't know where you pulled that from in the studio. I don't know.
It was a little skit. It's just a little skit that we did.
Oh. But you did the record before the skit, didn't you? Or you had the skit already in the tuck and I didn't know about it?
I had the skit tucked already. It was originally for a different record.
Okay. Well, yo, I will say this.
I hope I didn't get you in trouble for that one.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on the game too. This is how we can do. Look, I'm telling dude how to scheme.
Everybody about to go listen to the song now.
So look,
yeah, go listen to that record.
Look, this is how you can cover it up, though, right?
Right.
Everything was before you. I just identify with this record from when I was doing this out here. I ain't doing this with you.
My girl, she was a good sport about it. So shout out to my girl.
Yes. Let's shout out to her. We'll give her a clap.
Go clap.
Look, when I look at me, yo, I'm lame, bro. When I heard the intro, I was like, "What is this mouse smacking sound?" It's like somebody getting sucked off. I was like, "What is this?" And then look, Shamir said, and he talking all low. And I was like, this. Yo. But yo, you got a project, bro. Like, you really got it's a really dope project.
It fits too perfect, man. It was too perfect to go with the song and the way it comes in. And it's funny because at first I was like, I don't know if I can put this out. And then I had heard, the Trey Songz had did something like that in one of his skits. That's really where I got the idea from. He did that on one of his mixtapes.
Okay.
And for me, you know what it is? It's like when I first heard that, I felt like I was like in an intimate place that I shouldn't have been in. Like it made me feel uncomfortable, but it's like it's so real because those might be situations and like shit that we don't talk about out loud, but we all know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all know it. So in a project, like I want you to feel a little uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like feel like you might feel a little dirty, and you know what I'm saying? I want you to feel like that when you hear it. You know, so and it was fun. Go ahead. I was playing it for like, because when I finish my project where I feel like I'm finished or I'm close to finish, that's when I start to let people kind of hear it. Mm-hmm. And I had let one of my boys hear it. He said, "Man, that's amazing. This is art." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Damn, this is art."
Yeah, it really is, bro. It really is.
I said, "Damn, that's a great way to look at it," because I was like, it's really just art, So now again, shout out to my girl for getting this for it.
Yeah, we'll give her another clap. She ain't gonna be in the doghouse tonight. She gonna get mad claps.
Nah, I hope not.
For me, it took me back to LL Cool J doing it well video.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
And it's just like, I wanted to do something that was going to separate me. Like, it's going to make people be like, "Dang, you heard it?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be fearless. I want to be fearless. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like boxed in. I don't ever want to feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? If I think something's dope and if it's dope, put it out. I don't care.
Yeah. But nevertheless, great album. Y'all need to go hear this. Fire Sign it's going to be Xzaye. That's how you're going to spell it. Xzaye.
Xzaye. But it's pronounced Xzaye.
It's pronounced Xzaye.
It's spelled Xzaye. It's pronounced Xzaye. Fire Sign is everywhere on all DSPs.
Yep.
Fuck with me.
Oh, how can they follow you?
You can follow me on IG at Xzaye, Xzaye.
Yep.
Twitter, Xzaye_. Find me on Facebook, but I'm gonna be everywhere soon. Y'all see me soon enough.
And I had one last question, but we ain't gonna go there. I was gonna be like, I think I'm gonna try to smash to this album, dog.
What's he about to say?
No, I just said it. That's what I was about to say. I said,
I'm
test it out.
I'm trying to create babies. I'm trying to create vibes. I'm trying to create good energy. You know what I'm saying? I want people to feel confident. That's one thing about this project is Leos. Like, Leos are known for being confident. They're known for being leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to really portray that in this project. Like, I want everybody to feel that. I want everybody to feel confident. I want everybody to feel like they can get the baddest bitches. I want everybody to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody to feel sexy. I want all that. So that's what this project is about. So I hope whoever's listening to this, y'all vibe to it and fuck with me, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Magneto, for sure.
Man, hey, no problem, bro. You fire, bro. You fire. No pun intended.
Hey, you fire. And I don't even think people even know how far you are, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm kind of like you though, bro. Like, I like to be felt and not seen.
Right.
You know.
For sure.
So if I have sprinkles of everything everywhere, and we're affecting the whole artistic creative community, then like
but but here's one thing we talked about too. You got, and this is a lot of what people don't understand. You have beat makers. And you have producers, you know what I'm saying? And you know when you're in a session with a real producer, and you are the real thing, my brother. And I every time we've linked up, it's been magic. And I know we got more to make.
Oh man, come on, man, don't do that, bro.
Just keep
you ain't gonna make me cry,
bro. I'm just keeping it a buck with you.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, bro. It's all up from here, bro. Straight up, for real. It's all up.
Shit,
from here, bro.
It can't get much more lower, so I hope it is. I just play it, but I appreciate that.
Just hang in there, bro. If you hang in
there, I know. I'm really ready to make the next one. I'm about to go to Indonesia, in a few months, and I'm gonna stay out there for a couple months and hopefully do a few shows and just record.
You hear this? So he already got a female, so y'all better not, don't get in the deal. Ooh, I'm trying to go to Indonesia too.
No. You know, I had been out there. I had done some music out there. One of my best friends is out there. He got a whole little studio, a big studio out there.
Fire.
And it's just love when I'm out there. They take care of me. So
dope.
Shout out Junkie Monkey.
Okay, shout out Junkie Monkey. But anyway. Bruh, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, my dog.
I'm sure my female listener, because it's like 100. It's like almost 100% female listener on Spotify. So.
Oh, tell them to holler at me.
Bruh, I'm sure when they go listen to this album, look, you're going to be on OnlyFans and everywhere, bro.
Jeez, I need a percentage.
Exactly.
I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Shout out to all my OnlyFans girls, all my strippers. However you getting your money, I respect it.
Yeah. Bye, bro. I'll holler at you, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me on.
All right, man. Be easy.
Till next time. Yes, sir.
Yep. Yo, that was great. And if y'all were wondering what I was doing, okay, I am old, right? And I've been carrying like these big old 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, and big old sheets of sheetrock. I had a Charlie horse. In my leg. So no. We had a Charlie horse in my leg, and it just cramped up in the middle of the interview. So I had to step up right quick, let that joint go ahead and simmer down. And I had to sit right back down. That's why I'm sitting like this. If you're watching me on YouTube, if you're listening to this on Spotify, it don't even matter. You don't even see me anyway. This just for the YouTube listeners and viewers. That's what happened. Had a Charlie horse in my leg. Shouts out to the Charlie horse. But I hope this episode was great for y'all. I know it was for me. This was amazing. Shouts out to Xzaye again. If y'all haven't listened to this album, go listen to the album. And y'all know I don't really do a whole lot of plugging artists. But yo, The kid's different. He's different. So listen to it. Tag him. Let me know that you listen to it. I promise you're going to like it. Don't make no babies just yet unless you got insurance. Holla at you. Till next week. Peace.